It's been great. First of all, started with a nice run by the baseball team again, and Coach Rohr with basketball. We talk about that all the time. We'd much rather our kids be competing in the tournament like that. We can't replicate that in any of our training. Aside from, and in addition to that, our kids have really worked hard. We expect a lot of them in the mornings. They come in early, come in at 6, a couple hours, 4 days a week, and put a lot of investment and a lot of time into themselves and into each other and our program. And so all that went well, and we're looking forward to starting the season.
What kind of team can this be offensively? I know there are going to be some changes.
Well, that's a good question. I think that's one, and I'll be honest, every year you're always interested in, what personality the team's going to take and what's going to be our strengths and what we need to really work on and improve on. And you need a tough schedule, a challenging schedule to be able to work through a lot of those things and to get challenged and see where you need to get better. And we get right off the bat with Linton and Jasper, get 2 great games, non-conference games that I think are going to help us figure out where we need to get better and where we need to improve. And but I think there's a lot of pieces there. We're not very big, up front. This will be one of the smaller groups we've had, but we're typically not the biggest team on the field to begin with. So I think we've got some pretty decent team speed. We've got some good strength, in regards to in regards to the size of our kids. And so hopefully we can put that to use and figure out a way to put some points on the board.
Probably the same thing could be said about the defense.
Yeah, very similar, yes. It's awfully nice when you've got a kid like Cole Calvert, who's a 3-year starter, been through the battles and the wars and all with all the games we've had last couple years. He's a tremendous athlete, but he's a great kid. He's a great teammate. He works his tail off, and it's nice to have him in the middle. He's pretty similar. Not very big, really defensively, but we feel like we got a lot of guys that can run. And so we just got to find ways to use that to our advantage. And if we can do that, then I think we can have a pretty solid defense.
Again, 2 or 3 things will be key for a successful Raider season.
Well, number one, you got to stay healthy. That's a big one. I think, so far we've done really well in what we've been able, with the summer work and the things we're in control of right now. And we've got some good evaluation of a lot of our guys. We've got to stay healthy. I think we've got to figure out a way to generate some big plays offensively. I think in high school football this day and age, you've got to figure out how to do that. And just grinding play after play after play, I think can be a tough way. I think we can do that. I think if we need to do that, we can. But if we can figure out how to generate some explosive plays offensively, then I think that'll help us tremendously. And then I just think, overall, the third key I think is just improving game after game. And I know that's cliche, but it's really the truth. And I think we've got a team who is committed to doing well this season, and and they understand what it takes to win and what it takes to be successful, and that's what we're going to need to do.